There are plenty of activities right now at the Nebraska State Fair. One of them is witnessing farm animals give birth.
State fair visitors that went to the birthing pavilion saw a goat give birth today. They also saw other animals with their newborns and learned about them. Officials say the animals in the pavilion will give birth at any time, and today was a perfect day to teach kids about farm animals.
Yeah, so today is Nebraska's largest classroom, and we had all these kids coming through and experiencing animal agriculture. It's awesome to get them to experience a little bit of the farm here in the middle of the city. It's not everywhere that you can actually see a goat give birth.
Barrett Hunnicky says the event is all about giving everyone a little taste of animal agriculture, adding for most people watching animal give birth is once in a lifetime experience.